My name is Cameron Price, and I'm going to be giving the eulogy of my grandfather. We're here to celebrate the life of Billy Joe Price. He leaves behind him 4 children, 7 grandchildren, and 2 great-grandchildren. I am one of his grandsons. Granddaddy, as we called him, is now rejoicing in heaven with his wife of 44 years, who he lost in 1997. I was just an infant when my mom Margie died, but she lived on in his stories and in his love for her. If you knew him, you have heard one of his many jokes or heard one of his fishing stories. In keeping with his spirit, I must tell you one of his jokes. A young couple was traveling on a highway when they had a car wreck and died. When they got to heaven, they walked up to St. Peter and said, "St. Peter, we were engaged to be married on earth, and we want to get married here in heaven." St. Peter said, "That's fine, but you're going to have to wait 100 years. They said, 100 years? He said, "Yeah, 100 years. He said, "In heaven, that goes by really fast. 100 years ain't nothing." They said, "Okay." They went on 100 years later. They come back and said, "St. Peter, it's been 100 years. We're ready to get married now." He said, "I'm sorry to tell you this, but we've got to wait another 100 years. They said, "Another 100 years?" He said, "Yes, another 100 years." He said, "It's the rule." They didn't argue. They just turned and walked off. Another 100 years passed. They come back. They said, "St. Peter, it's been another 100 years and we're ready to get married." He said, "I hate to tell you this, but we have to wait another 100 years. They said, "No, we have waited 300 years for you to tell us. It's the 3rd time you told us we got to wait another 100 years. He said, "It's the rule. We got to wait another 100 years. They said, "But it's been so long." About the time God spoke up and said, "Look, if we ain't got a preacher up here in another 100 years, I promise you I'll marry you myself." The last joke he ever told. One of the hardest things a person has to do is say goodbye to someone you love. I hold this Bible verse here, John 14, 1-4. Let your heart not be troubled. Believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many rooms. If it were not, so would I have not told you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and take you to myself, that where I am, you will be also, and you know the way to where I am going. Even though he went to be with the Lord on January 22nd, 2017, after 87 years, I know I will see him again and know he will have a new joke to tell me when I get there.